Oops.
Sit down. Really, Rabbit? No. You called her Bunny Foo Foo. She came hopping over to you.
Yeah, whatever, John.
What? John.
Oh. Oh.
John. We do not put the rabbit on her back.
Oh.
No. Put her back down on the floor, please. No. Alright. We cannot have Bunny Foo Foo up here.
Alright, set that to the side.
You don't need that anymore? Like what? Now we will put it right.
Don't touch. Get your hands off.
John, sit down.
Alright, Mom, can you hold this? Make sure it doesn't fall over. Just. Ay. Stupid chair.
John. Not at the moment. Why don't you look for the rabbit and put her
Really?
in the kennel?
There we go.
Then close it.
There we go.
Yes. Okay. Can you stop bouncing, please? Okay, fine. Do you know how to ask? Out. Go. I'm just going to pause it because I am because she is sick on that. You still need me to hold that?
I just need this freaking thing to cooperate.
Well, this way you can hold use two hands, and I got this.
Mom?
Can you wait, please?
Okay. They're not gonna hold really well.
I don't think so either.
This table's too rough. It's meant for like a wood or a glass table. It's okay. Just take it. Just move it. So what I can do is I'll just use the couch. Mm. Almost ready here, guys.
Stop being a butthead for 5 seconds, please.
That'll work. All right. Tell Danny to log in.
Danny, Dad's on. Careful.
I don't know if there is going to be a good angle of this. Farther back is better.
Okay. Do you need
There we go.
to help with that?
Maybe, but so far we're good. Love it.
Okay, I'm being funny.
Huh?
I said I'm being funny.
Yes, dear. You are.
Hey, I like this morning, and so it was like
Yeah,
I had to continue it.
Yep.
Trying not to move a whole lot here.
Yeah, because every time you do it, jiggles.
Want me to move over to the other couch?
It might help. least you wouldn't have to worry about it. Mm-hmm. Probably.
Well, I know John came in a little dirty, and it sounds like Harold's worried. Yeah, I think I heard Mom.
Come on.
Okay, who wants their bath first? Okay, I can go by alphabet order.
Oops. Where'd my stand go? There it is. Change over. Switch.
Oh, and you guys are not coming to the front room tonight. Because Dad is doing stuttering and to teach you guys ramp. You are not to come past the hallway. Oh. Okay.
Hmm?
Well, that's true. Yeah, no, you're fine. Okay. Okay. I have no idea what Alex is saying. Oh, conception?
Camception?
Conception? Oh, the cam.
No, it's just a similar shot because I have nowhere to really put the webcam.
Oh,
I guess I could set it up here. No?
no.
Maybe? Nope.
Nope.
I have literally nowhere else to put it. I guess I could.
Put it on the other side.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That way they can see have it from both angles. Oh, pretty much we have plenty of leftovers. So that's camera, filming, camera.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the reference. I got the reference.
Oh, actually, it is. Through the screen.
Oh, yeah, well, now I have a reflection, so.
Yeah, I think that's what he's getting at. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it, but.
Yeah, it's a little better. You can still kind of see it, but.
Can you tilt the phone camera up so we can see the top of, because that's
Yeah.
where you're working at?
Oh.
Don't lean on the.
There we go. That should be good. I had to move the camera in the mount because the ball's all the way back.
Yeah, that's an idea.
Well, all you have to do is just pose it the way you want it, and right now I think we're okay. Yeah, and I'll adjust this so that, like, it's more like that, maybe. There we go.
Okay, that looks good. Okay, there it goes. There you go.
Yep. And what I'll need to do is just unscrew that a little bit so it can go way the heck up. And you can... Yeah. No, I did it because I unscrewed it so that I could turn it around.
Alex said that to me the webcam was pointed at the back of the phone when I said that.
Yeah.
And I just told him I know, so we were working on fixing it.
I'm like, yeah, you're right. You're totally right.
We're working on it.
And then I was like, oh yeah, duh, I can move the computer. Slightly.
different angles.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you trying to make it where there's no copper?
Basically. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I haven't hit that side yet. That's pretty good. Yeah, your side's the next.
That's interesting. We have woodpeckers that are technically called acorn woodpeckers, and they're.
They go after acorn trees.
Yeah, they peck holes, and in those holes they stash acorns.
Oh yeah. I saw those one time on. I didn't know they were here, but I have seen them on like I forget if it was Nature or Nova or something. One of those science-y type channels.
Clown-like face, because they got the red top, and then they got the black beak and the spot around the beak, and then the face is white, and then they got the black eyes, the black around the eyes. They're kind of funny looking. Yeah, but the species lives year-round in western Oregon and California woodlands. They can also be found in southwest and south of the border in Mexico and Central America. So pretty much they're going from Oregon, California, Arizona, New Mexico, and our tip of Texas. El Paso tip of
Right.
Texas. Down to King says, what a terrible logo. Who would use such a logo? Hello. That looks amazing.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Glenn. I appreciate that, sir. Now I need a 3D printer. I've got the design done for your for the frame for it, but I don't have a printer to print it. And I really need to do a test run to see if it's going to work or if I need to modify it.
Hopefully.
We could always go to the library, remember? They have 3D printers there. It's always open to everyone.
Really?
Yeah. The lady at the bookstore told us.
I didn't remember her saying that the library was like...
Yeah, there's certain places around town that you can use 3D printers. But I understand what you mean by you want your own to tweak your own and everything. I understand that. I'm totally with you on that.
Because more than likely I'm going to have to edit the file. I mean, that's just the way it goes. The first one never works.
Glenn says, did not know you did not have a printer.
Nope, I have yet to win one, unlike Justin.
Alex says, I need a 3D printer to modify.
I don't need one to modify, I just need one. I need one that works. Pretty much out of the box, so it's pretty much CR10 on my budget.
Is it even working right? I mean, I feel like I'm off.
No,
Well,
you're fine.
there's a display back here. You can look and see where you're pointing.
That's just it. My display changed on me. That's what I was trying to tell you.
What'd you touch?
I didn't touch anything.
Uh-huh. Likely story. And of course that stopped the app. Is it still
Alex says,
.8?
I have no budget, just time.
There.
Glenn says, that is a good choice. CR10 is a great printer for the money.
Yep. And I do need the bed size too. I really don't need the height at the moment, although I want the height for later. I do need the bed size. Because these pieces, they're going to be long. So the longer the bed, the less pieces I have to print.
Yeah, well, especially with that 34 by 34.
We're not going to spend all day in the bathroom. Next! Well, do you know how to tell your brother to get off the toilet? Get in the toilet? You got dirty water. Get out of it.
Would you tell her to stop yelling? We can hear it clear in here.
You. Move your ass. After your brother cleans up the bathtub. Yeah, I know. I caught myself just after I did that.
Uh-huh. Zip up your shirt. I don't need you getting caught by the cam and me getting banned. We can still hear you, Mom. Quit your... Like I can afford a printer belt.
Get a print belt.
Yeah, it's the one that was on Kickstarter. I don't know if the campaign's still active or not.
Alex says no, it wasn't.
Really? Huh?
Black belt was a Kickstarter.
Oh, that's right. The black belt was the Kickstarter, and then printer belt was from MakerBot, I think. I'm pretty sure I looked at them, and I'm pretty sure I had sticker shock. So that would be a no. I don't know about printer bot. I know CR10's in my price range, and I know it works pretty good with minimal tweaking.
Let's see. Glenn says, I would love to have a black belt, but they are too rich for my blood. LOL. Alex says the black belt was 40,000. Printer belt is much more reasonable at 33,000.
I'm having a hard time affording a $400 printer, Alex. I appreciate the thought, and I really love the idea, but
Somebody wants to.
well, that's what that donation thing is there for. Literally what it's there for.
See, I have a hard time affording a $40 printer.
I know, right? All right, one more time. And then the edge should be done, and then I can retouch up all the seams from earlier, because it's definitely warmer in here right now, and the soldering is definitely going much easier.
So when it's cold, when it's hot, makes a difference.
Well, yeah, you're melting metal, so when it's colder, it's harder to melt, because you're having to put more energy into it. And it's trying to cool off faster. Ambient temperature makes a huge difference, just like with 3D printing, actually. Put this down before I stick it somewhere I shouldn't. Hey. I wonder. Not quite. It was an idea, though. It's not too bad. That edge is pretty good. All right. Ugh. Can you screw it back tight?
I can try.
Because I'm going down now.
Hey, let's do this.
Here you are.
Quiet.
Okay. All right. Now to see if I can straighten out some of these solder joints from this morning. And last night, actually. Just see if I can slowly smooth them out and get the camera in the right spot at the same time.
Alex says, looks like you have to stick it next time with a mirror then, to a mirror then.
Yeah, probably.
Glenn says you made it backwards. Maybe just light it with inverted light, Glenn says.
I'm just trying to make the solder joints on both sides halfway decent. I really need a higher power soldering iron, though.
That was like one of the best ones we got.
No, it was one of the cheapest ones we found. And we got it because it was adjustable and it had the extra tips, which I do like. Okay. If I just sit here and let it warm up.
What is the wattage on that one?
Good question. It is 60 watts. It's right here on it's got a little tag.
Bad enough, Alex says.
Yeah. I know. I have another one actually in my kit, but it's stuck in storage in Alabama, so, until we can afford to go get it. Probably, but there's a bunch of stuff we left in Alabama, so we got to go get it eventually. This is just to get me by. And so I have a spare.
And now I need to go get the dog.
Yeah, I don't know if I can make this work or not. I'm just going to have to get a slightly more expensive one, I think. Yeah, I'm just not making any progress. But it's stuck together. And I got the edges, and actually the edges are the hardest to do, so this will be a good edging soldering iron. For future projects, but it can't keep up with this. The demands here. The good news is I've got enough of it done that I can wash it and get the excess flux off of it. Because everything that's on it now has flux in it, or on it, or had flux, and so it's not gonna like unstick. There we go. Ugh. Stay. There you have it. What?
Oh,
Really? I'll have to double check that because it should be right.
I'm already looking at it. Duty LED soldering iron, red black. $28.02 plus free shipping.
Hobby Lobby has some too. Other than the soldering's kind of rough. Looks good. This really textured stuff I used for the tongue looks awesome, and that that crown, if I can get the camera to catch up with me, the texture on this crown kind of gives it a hammered metal look, so I think it looks really awesome. All right, let me go to my Patreon and see if I can fix that. The one in the info panel or the one in the bot, or both?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah. just brought it up that the Renaissance Tinkerer Figmas in the eye.
Ah, well, I could have sworn I copied and pasted it, but maybe not. I might have had to hand type it because I might have been working on my phone. So I can change that.
Bot is wrong about is right.
The what?
Bot is wrong about is right.
Oh, okay. So it's right in the about page. It's just wrong in the bot. But I can fix that real quick. At least I got 1 out of 2.
I pulled up the link so you can look at it later.
I don't know if it's hooked up with my Facebook or not. Alright, fine. I just got to fix the bot. Hang on. Fixing the bot. Timers. Patreon. Edit.
Let's see. Glenn says the actual link at Patreon does not have the I in it.
Oh, so I screwed it up in Patreon.
There's no I in Renaissance. Yeah, it's missing.
Dang it. Dang it. Darian.
Well, at least we're fixing it now. At least they're letting us know.
Yeah. That's a dum-dum.
Well,
See, I tell people, I am not a technical person. I screw this stuff up all the time. And I don't have any technical people in the house. So I do the best I can.
we're all about the same level of technology.
Yeah, exactly.
It depends on the technology. I'm sorry.
Like I said, we're all about the same level. It does depend on what it is, but we're all at the same level. Also, you should add your Patreon to be monthly instead of just by post.
I tried. It wouldn't let me. Like, I could not figure out how to make everything monthly, so I was going to fix it later, kind of thing. And I hadn't really gotten around to it yet.
Well, at least Glenn is helping.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I just got to get in there.
Yeah, I know.
To be honest, I don't even know where it is. At least the link. I know, I'll just search. Can I search my inbox? Ugh, I follow too many people on Twitch now.
Alex says per window is a decent goal.
No, you have dinner from last night.
No, you have to eat last night's dinner first.
Alrighty, let's see if I can edit.
I set mine at monthly, and then creation wizard when I first signed up.
See, I don't even remember that option. Do you know where it is in the oh, and by the way, I fixed the URL, so anybody who's going in there is going to have to put the I back in. Which means I need to go back into Twitch.
It says he's looking.
Because, like, I don't remember the option. Settings.
Let's see.
About.
Glenn says I kicked you a few bucks on PayPal.
Well, thank you. Thank
Kelsey
you.
says it is under goals.
It's under goals.
Yes.
Okay. Well, there's that, but I don't see how to make the rewards.
He says, sorry, no rewards. Just as you said rewards, he came up with.
See, I don't see how to make it per month because it gives me. It just gives me an amount under payments. Okay. Where the heck is that? Okay, over here. Ah, see, I didn't even know that was there. Thank you.
What a night. I teach all night.
Yeah, well, it's like I literally did not have anybody to ask at the time. 'Cause it's like the first thing I did is set it up.
Hold on.
Now that looks better. Because what I intended is if they gave it the certain tiers, if they were at that tier for a whole year, they got whatever that reward was.
Let's see. Glenn says, okay, I will do some research. Give me a few minutes. Alex says, patreon.com/edit.
Yep, got it.
Glenn says, okay, good. Alex says, then payments.
Yep, we figured it out. It's under the payments tab. Yay! Now I got to go in and edit my Twitch. Make sure the sound's off. Where's the? Will it let me fix it live? That's the question. Edit panels. Tick. About where is it? A I. There we go. This is actually kind of cool. Live troubleshooting.
Yeah, really.
Alrighty, that should be fixed. Ding. Turn the edit off. That looks okay.
You know, I never even noticed it when those come up. I don't pay attention to them, so I didn't even notice it. So I guess that's my fault.
Ah. As my camera falls out of the little camera holder. Well, thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate the help, because I certainly don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, see, that's probably why I couldn't find it, because I couldn't understand why it wasn't in the tier creation page, whether you wanted it monthly or, like, per unit. Yeah, I'll have to work on the thanks page. Thank you, Glenn. I have to get some stickers or something to send you. And something. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I've got it somewhere, because I've got his shipping address. Wifey's going to send you something. Probably before I get this done, because I need a 3D printer. And I've got to test my design. I don't even know if it's going to work right off the bat, which usually you have to tweak stuff a little bit. But for the time being, it's done enough. It's going to hold together anyway.
Glenn says right, because you owe me so much.
We do. You gave me this content. I promise I will make stickers as soon as Spiky Bonbon, who is Sparky Face 5's sister, as soon as she gets done with my logo, I will get stickers.
Danny said, Pockies should work, right, Mom?
Yeah, right.
Nonsense.
Hey, I did get that piece of solder back off the table. I guess you'll go in the sponge for now.
You need to be back there anyways, so get.
Yeah. It's unplugged. It takes forever. Go over here. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to take it to the sink and wash it, because I can't do it here, and get all the excess flux off of it, because it's got a ton. So I guess I'll throw up the Be Right be right back sign, and I'll be back. I don't even want to know how that thing ended up over there. Cam's always froze. Hang on. Where's the window? That's why it froze. The app died. Da-da. I know. Oh, I'll put it way back here. That's way too far back. It's like either way too far back or way too close.
Whee! But I'm not looking at that because I'd be getting sick, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's no. Anyway, I'll put up the be right back sign because the glass is gonna disappear for a minute anyway, so I can go wash it. I turned it off. Sorry. I forgot I turned it off when I set it down so it wouldn't click pop. Yeah, that's basically what it's going to look like. Minus the frame, of course, and little touch up on certain parts of the soldering that's really rough, like right there. Camera can't even probably see that, but it feels really rough and it's all pointy. So, little higher caliber soldering iron, but I'll definitely keep the one I've been using because it worked great for the edges. Worked awesome for the edges. Just when you're trying to do the big sections of the seam.
Glenn says that is BEA beautiful.
Well, thank you, Glenn. I'm glad you approve. I'm pretty happy with it myself, to be honest.
Oh, it's very good.
Although, I did have to redo this eye from the other night. It's still around here. But I ended up with a gap on this flat side that I wasn't happy with. So instead of redoing the big yellow piece, I redid this so I wouldn't have a gap over here.
Alex says you missed a spot.
I probably did.
What?
I probably did. But like I said, it's not done yet. I just need a higher wattage soldering iron. See if this thing is cool yet. Yeah, it's cool.
Nope, can't see me.
Almost.
I'm trying to be funny.
Ugh.
How do you always open into a barn?
Yeah, I don't think the angle was quite right. See if you can do it again. We can just see the top of your hand if the camera catches it.
It caught it, but it can't catch it anymore. I saw it. I saw my hand go. That was it. There goes it.
Yeah. And I did also find out that I am allergic, if I can get a pic, to the flux, because I broke out. I've never done a window that big, so I didn't know I was allergic to the flux. Got this nice little rash where I set my arm down. Which is why I was so keen to wash it off just a second ago. Glenn, I guess I can open up, I can stop the camera and I can open up Fusion 360 if you want, and I can show you what I've got, because I know you weren't there for the entire process. And I got Spooners on there too. The next guy to get a window is Spooner Sloth. F. There we go.
Oh yeah, you take off the camera.
Yep.
It's like it's black.
Yep. Took off the camera. I'm gonna use a display capture. As soon as it comes up. All right, we're gonna turn it on. It'll be a streamception for just a minute until Fusion 360 decides to load. Yeah. Open Sesame. minimize that. I'm going to have to minimize chat, but that's okay because my wife is here. Minimize that. Get rid of the streamception. And I have to wash this table.
Yeah.
I can scoot closer. Wait, did I have... Hang on. Let me make sure that that's... Yes, okay. Got it. Alrighty. Let me turn all the canvases should be off, which they are. And I'm gonna hide that. And I'm gonna choose pan. So Glenn, here's yours, and I'll do a little quick tour. Pan. Oops. Undo. Pan.
Alex says I use window capture rather than display capture.
Yeah, I could probably change that. That's just the first thing I got to work for this. So here's the little channel at the top that's supposed to hold the glass. And the reason that this sticks out so much is I was anticipating not having a Prusa MMU or anything. So basically what I can do is use a slicer program to print colors by the layers. But your little Fun King is on there. You've got a piece to go along the bottom, and that's actually to go along the top because the channel's on that side, so it'll actually be upside down. So it'll actually sit like this because the channel's down here. And then the one I built for Spooner Sloth is down here, just to show you guys, because I like showing this off. I'm rather proud of this. I did all of the, both the Fun King himself, well, the Fun King and the text. Yours, Glenn, was entirely done through the use of splines once I got the main body printed, and I extruded them out from the splines. Spooners, I found there's a function in Fusion 360. You can actually write text, and then I extruded the text. But then the rest of the sloth was extruded. And again, just like with yours, his has a positive or a top frame version and a lower frame version. If we go to the backside, this is why I need to test it out. I'm going to use my calipers. I've got some calipers, and I'm going to actually measure how thick that glass is on the edge, and I'm going to edit this area right here. Make sure it fits. I'll go back to the sketch.
Glenn says that's a good design.
Oh, thanks, Glenn. And then so they interlock together, and the T's just a little smaller on this side than this side because I wanted some kind of tolerance. And then the corner pieces are exactly the same way. They're just at a 90-degree angle. Whoops. I always forget. Fusion 360 is a little backwards with the grow and the shrink. But see the corner pieces are exactly the same way. And hopefully they just fit together like the way I envision them. And basically, I just need one piece because that T-lock as you go around will rotate with it, and so it'll be a one-way ticket is the idea. But as long as I can get the frame onto the glass, and then the last piece will have to snap into two pieces as well as fitting on the glass. But I should have enough flexibility out of both the glass and the plastic to achieve it. Should work, I hope. But you know what they say with should. But yeah, so that's basically what I've got as far as custom frames so far. That's part of why I asked everyone for their logos. Of course, I also used it for the patterns. Which it fell off, which, you know, the kids got Kool-Aid on it, but
I think you did that, but
maybe.
either way,
I'll blame the kids.
I blame you.
I blame the kids. There we go. And just slide myself in front of that, and you don't have to look at it anymore. So, you know, I printed this first, and then I blew it up to the pattern, which went in the trash last night because it was all soaked with flux and
Solder
and had all these little splinters of glass all over the place, which I still have tons of these little splinters of glass.
Square circle. Hear me,
Uh-huh.
Alex? He says his logo's easy, square circle.
But if Glenn says that that's a good design, I know I'm on the right track. But I have to print it and test fit it and adjust it, and I'm sure I'll have to at least print a couple of prototypes before it actually works the way it's supposed to. But Glenn, since you're on, I can ask you for the main part of the frame. I was thinking that Vertigo Galaxy, and then it'll have like something like Atomic Filaments Jet Black PLA for the black edges around the Fun King, and then I'll find a nice yellow. I'll have to get one. I know you like the AIO robotics yellow, so maybe I'll use that. But I'll find a nice yellow to use for that, and then the Fun King's tongue will be some kind of red. But I was thinking that Vertigo Galaxy for the main part of the plastic, and then the jet black, so that the frame's kind of blackish, but kind of blingy. But then you've got the black, the jet black around the lettering, so you've got your Fun King black, and then the yellow. Hatchbox. I can get Hatchbox. Hatchbox is cheap. And I know it's actually pretty decent filament because everybody keeps talking about it. So I can use Hatchbox yellow. I don't have any yellows yet. That's why I said that. I would have to find one.
Vertigo is not cheap stuff.
Yeah, I know, but it'll look good.
I'm just reading what he's saying.
Yeah, I know Vertigo's not cheap stuff, but damn, it'll look good. Because I'm just imagining that Vertigo gray, then your Fun King 3D with the Fun King on top of it, and the jet black outline with the Hatchbox yellow and somebody's red. It'll look so good. At least I hope it'll look so good. It looks good in my head. If only I could give you a virtual tour, right? Then again, maybe not.
No, because of
Everyone would get lost.
like I said, all the costumes are in it.
So with that, I think that's good enough for tonight. I really don't have anything else to talk about. Mom says we need to go to Hobby Lobby. And Glenn, I don't know if you're into leatherworking, but I think I'm going to try to raid Parker's and Quinn. She's a leather worker. She's amazing, and she's nice. So I hope that you'll join me for the raid. Which will come up in just a second. You don't have to click anything. Twitch improve that. You just have to hang out. The raid call is Rabid Squirrels, which I'll post in just a second. That's the raid call. So as soon as we pop over there, just put that into chat once or twice, and I will see you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Good night.